Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 18th of April 2019, episode 330. We are getting through these, aren't we? Can't believe there's 330 videos. That's madness, absolute craziness, and there's still so many more to come. And I'm looking at Rastan today on the Master System. Now you have to excuse this might be a shorter video than normal because, as you can probably hear, this cold has not got any better. In fact, it's got worse, which is great. So yeah, looking at Rastan on the Master System, and you know what, I'm actually immediately impressed. I mean, you know my thoughts. The Master System, or Sega in general, has never been the console of choice for me, and that's just my personal preference. I've always preferred Nintendo consoles, but you know, since I've started this channel up, I've been giving Sega a bit more of a chance, and you know, some of the games I've actually quite enjoyed, and you guys have been sort of celebrating that, so that's nice. So let's get stuck in. Graphically, it's actually quite nice, and animation-wise, it's cool as well. Really like this. Oh, I seem to stuck on the edge of a ledge. Oh, that's I don't know if that was a glitch or whether that was supposed to happen. Oh well, either way, I'm alive. That's a main thing. Now, the other thing I will note is there doesn't seem to be as many enemies on screen. The Spectrum version had quite a few, which I was quite surprised about. And this is actually quite arcade. I would say it's as close to arcade perfect as you're ever going to get Rastan on an 8-bit machine. I think it's really good. The Spectrum version was in the top 50 of ZX Spectrum arcade game conversions, which is nice. They've kept the fire sword in there. It's like, things are in different places, but we can forgive that. Yeah, it's really nice. This is smooth. Look how smooth the scrolling is. I mean, the character is relatively small, I suppose, if you think about how big the character is on the arcade game and even the Spectrum to a degree. Yes, I keep referring to the Specky. I will be looking at other versions, I promise. Music's really nice as well, actually. Pretty spot on. There's not a great deal in the way of sound to talk about, but the music's great. It's the same, you know, it's arcade perfect, and it's really good effort. Like this a lot. Controls are very, very easy. You've got a jump and you've got an attack. Now you'll notice that sometimes I'm jumping higher. Now you have to push up and jump at the same time to be able to do that. So with the directional pad, you're going to have to be a little bit crafty with that, because you've got to make sure that you push in a diagonal and jump at the same time. I believe this is like an end level boss here we're fighting. His health on the top right side and mine on the top left hand side there. So we're going to try and mush him into little bits. The presentation of this game is fantastic. I really like this a lot. It's very playable, and it's one of those games that I would like to come back to again and again. And it's, you know, that's what makes a game for me. Something you know that isn't overly gonna make you too frustrated, that you can pick up and play. You know, maybe 10 minutes, and then you can drop it, come back to it again, play for a couple of hours. It's just one of those games. And you know, the Sega range of arcade game releases are actually quite good. You know, like Outrun and Altered Beast and Golden Axe and all that kind of thing. So Rastan sort of adding to that pile of arcade conversions, which is always nice, because why did we get consoles really? I mean, for me, I was always excited to see arcade games being released. I remember how happy I was getting New Zealand Story on the Spectrum, and I was just blown away by that. Not quite so much by the Spectrum version of Pac-Land, however, but that's beside the point. Can't win them all, I suppose. So yeah, the playability on this and the replay factor go hand in hand. It's absolutely, you know, it's a great game. If you enjoyed Rastan on the arcade, you'll enjoy it on this as well. Now, Rastan was, I believe it was Rastan Saga in Japan, and there were two other games, Rastan 2, which was a really big letdown, and then there was a third Rastan game, which I think I might have covered on this channel already. I can't remember. I've definitely done Rastan 2, but there weren't many that converted those to the home systems. I seem to be stuck at the top of this rope, for whatever reason. But yeah, and this is a credit to Sega. This is a good job. Taito actually responsible for this conversion, and as you know, Taito were pretty damn good because again they were New Zealand story, if I remember rightly. So there's a bit of a theme running there. Let Taito or Capcom be in control of things, and you're going to be in for a damn good time. Age range, I'd say pretty much any. It's not exactly blood and guts. I mean, it does give you the impression that, you know, there's blood spurting out there, but no real problem there. It's a side-scrolling platformer, as you can see, and it's a one-player experience, which does not give it any discredit at all. But I will be calling it a day on this review shortly because my head feels like it's full of rocks. I will be working on a new one soon. I'll hopefully get back to doing 3 a week for you guys very, very soon. It's just that the last few days I'm just feeling incredibly bleh. So yeah, as noted on my last gameplay video, yeah, not good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed Rastan on the Master System as much as I have. I'll catch you next time. Keep it retro, and bye for now.